really hope that after these 2 days you have enjoyed as much as I have done. It's been really interesting, very insightful, and some provocative thoughts as well have been shared, including this electronic warfare, so I'm still dreaming about that. Yeah, that was Hete there. So, I mean, the team had prepared a really nice speech for me to close this event, but I tend to go off-piste anyway, so I started to scribble throughout the 2 days in this piece of paper, which of course I cannot read now, but I'm going to try to give it a go, and summarize the main themes that were covered in this conference. So, by the way, I will be quoting some of you, so hopefully you don't have copyrights. I don't want to get into trouble. But the first thing that we discussed was safety. Florian did talk to us. Safety is on our DNA. It's everything we do. It's keeping people safe on the ground and in the air. So we all have been working all our lives on this, and we fully understand that this is our main and our core purpose. But we have an increased exposure because traffic is growing. And then at the same time, we have new risks, which are some that we didn't know some years ago, like cyber attacks, GNSS jamming and spoofing, health, changing weather patterns. So how do we deal with that complexity while still keeping the same levels of safety? So we don't have to be complacent. So that was Florian's quote. We don't have to take it for granted because we have to keep working to keep this level of safety. So aviation is the safest mode of transport, and that is quite a high bar that we have to keep. And it does take a lot of time to build a reputation, but it only takes one bad thing to lose that reputation. So all of us have to come together, and as Yannick was saying, safety is our license to operate. So let's keep thinking safety first, and then we deal with everything else that is coming. The other big word that we talked about was sustainability. And in this one, I was reading that if we don't change things dramatically, not only in aviation, everywhere, we will reach that plus 3 degrees increase in temperature, which will have devastating impacts on our planet. So basically, yeah, there will start to be really real impacts on how we live today. And we will not leave a legacy for our children. So we are all very committed to do that. And I think we talk about many things that we will be doing on the sustainability agenda, including better communication, but as well many other actions that through the panels we discussed. Then there was another big topic, which was societal acceptance. So we don't have to forget that at the end of the day of all this value chain, there is a passenger that decides to fly or not to fly. And we cannot ignore or just kind of put on the side what they think. We have to have all that into consideration and do something about it. But as well on that, I asked you all this morning, that we need to communicate better. We need to tell them it's around 4%, it's linked to the SDGs. We have lots of good things to do through air transport. And as well, we are fully committed to decarbonize by 2050. So we need to communicate this message, and we need to communicate it to all the audiences. So with this big puzzle and this complexity, how do we do it? So we said the first thing that we have to go to do is work together. Everybody said collaboration. Because if we don't do this together in this complex environment, we will not be able to solve this puzzle and to basically address all the different challenges that we have. We have to do it as well on a global scale, because aviation is global, and a solution found here in Europe has to be as well exported outside. So if we are leading in some areas, let's engage with ICAO, with FAA, with all the big regulators, and let's make sure that we work together towards the resolution of these big challenges. And then the other big enabler in terms of making this happen was attracting the right workforce. And somebody suggested, and I'm sorry, I don't remember who, let's make them dream again. So all of us aviation professionals have looked at the sky and say, oh, I want to fly that aircraft, or I want to design it, or, we've been passionate about it. We are passionate about it, but how we inject that passion into new generation. And David was saying, we need to understand them, because they are very different. My son is almost 17, I don't understand him. And I can tell you, I put a lot of effort on it. But they think differently. They move differently, their pace is super fast. They are not like us, like hardworking. No, they want everything for nothing. So we need to see how we make that happen. So we do understand enablers. We do understand that we have to work together on them. So I really hope that after conferences like these 2 days, we will get closer to sort out all those challenges. And that takes me to then think. I think there are lots of people to thank for having these 2 days. The first one will be the Hungarian CA because they've been exceptional hosts. Not only the venues, this city is beautiful. It was my first time, but I definitely will come back again. They've been extremely professional and collaborative. So thank you very much. I don't know where you are, but thank you. The second big thank you is to you, because basically, I mean, if we were the EASA team talking to ourselves, we wouldn't sort anything. So it's a real pleasure for us to bring you all every year to discuss the key topics. And it's really interesting to hear from you. That's why Slido, the interaction, the side meetings, which I have some suggestions that I will share with the team in terms of making even more interactive, is really important. I mean, we need to hear from everybody, and communication is key. So please keep coming, and we will try to make it as exciting as this one or more. That's the challenge for us. So thank you very much, and I'm going to clap to you. Thank you. And the last one is to the EASA team. I mean, you've been absolutely fantastic. Thomas, thank you. You kind of script the whole thing, and it was very good, very interesting. Anna, logistically, fantastic. Janet Combs, our leader, Florian, who is a very good one, and all the colleagues, Jesper, everybody. So I'm going to invite you to come here, because I want everybody to see you. I'm not sure. Come on, come with me. And we are going to say goodbye by announcing already that we have a new venue for 2025, which is in Denmark, with our colleagues from Denmark. So it will be in Copenhagen on the 12th and the 13th of November. So please put this in your agenda. And I will just step back with my colleagues here and just thank you very much, and see you next year in Denmark.